How you doing? I'm Sean McVeigh with Sean's Outdoor Adventures. Today's review is at Palo Outdoors in Palo, Iowa. I want to give a very special thanks to the people here at Palo for assisting me in reviewing. They have a large selection of bows. If you're in the area, make sure you pop in, check out some of the bows, tell them I sent you, and let's get into this particular bow. Okay, this is the Realm SS. The draw length range is 25 to 31 inches. Axle to axle is 32. 337 feet per second, 6-inch brace height, 4.3 pounds. You can get 50, 60, or 70 pound limbs. They are saying that the draw weight on this was 72 when it left the manufacturer. Today for me, it came in below that. Okay, I'm ready to test the Realm SS. So I'm going to first test the back wall and give my rating on that. It is a smooth draw cycle, and I'll give it the 8 out of 10 rating. That is my personal favorite. I don't feel like I have to push it forward, but I do have to ease up quite a bit for it to come forward. And as far as the back wall rating, I will give it a 10 because it's a very solid back wall. In fact, BowTech is the firmest cable stop back wall bow that I have felt so far in the past couple years. Okay, now I just want to take a couple shots with this without shooting through the chronograph, just to get a little more of a feel for the bow without having to focus on aiming through that. The feel of the handle is comfortable, and I do like that it's a flat back handle now. I have a BowTech Range 7, and they had a rounded back part of the handle that year. And I think, now this is a personal preference or an opinion, but I do think the flat back handle feels a little better, and it's probably going to be easier to keep a consistent grip with the back or flat back to the handle. As we can expect from a BowTech in past years, when it goes off, it's pretty dead in the hand. Now I'm still shooting my Range 7, and I feel like, of course, my Range 7 has a stabilizer on it, so I can feel a slight bit more vibration with this than with the Range 7, but again, that's loaded with accessories. So looking at the BowTech Realm SS, there are some weights down here, which you can tell are designed to dampen vibration and to give weight to this side of the bow just out of the box. That's nice because when you're putting a sight on and your rest, that does add weight to this side. So out of the box, they're helping to balance that out to give you a balanced bow. I do like the cam system and yoke system that BowTech provides. They do have the flip disc technology, and I just realized I just shot it on the comfort setting. I'll have to ask the shop if they can flip those over and give me a feel for it on the performance setting. All right, so now I have it on the performance setting. Just to check out the back wall here. Comes off the back wall a lot easier. I'll give it the 5 out of 10 rating. Still feels pretty good. It doesn't want to jump out of your hand. Let's do some speed testing. Okay, I'm just going to insert this little segment right here. I'm going over the data, and then I'm going to switch back over to on-site so you can get my final first impressions of the bow. But let's go over the data that I did get. So the axle to axle length was a smidge over 32, but that's still within the parameters of what you can expect. The brace height was right on. The draw weight on the comfort setting was 70.2 pounds, But when we put it over on the performance setting, my reading came in at 67.9, and the draw length, 29 7/8 was the draw length on comfort setting, and on performance it came in right on 30. So there was a little bit of a change in draw weight and draw length from comfort to performance. So that can obviously affect speed and everything like that. So if we go down, my average speed after shooting 3 arrows at 350 grain arrow was 325 feet per second, and the average noise decibel meter reading was 78 decibels. Then if we look on the performance setting here, it came in at 332 feet per second and 79.4 decibels. And the factory rated speed is 337 feet per second for this particular bow. The back wall rating, it was solid on the back wall on both settings, both the performance and comfort. And how easily it comes off of the back wall, that came in as an 8 on the comfort setting and a 5 on the performance setting. So what I mean by that is 8 out of 10 is when you're letting down, how easy is it to let down the bow? 10 out of 10 means you feel like you have to push your hand forward, which actually is a little bit uncomfortable. I'm just going to mention a personal preference. I think I do in the next clip anyway, but I do kind of like that 8 out of 10 rating, or maybe I even already said that in the video. And then it comes off very easily off of the performance setting. Okay, so that's the data there. Now the draw curves, let's take a look at those. You can kind of get a comparison of what the draw curve looks like on the comfort setting versus the performance setting. And I did feel as though the performance setting draw curve was a little friendlier, a little bit smoother than it has been in the past. It's been a little bit choppy in the past. So I think they've done a little bit of work on that. I mean, that's just what it seemed like to me. And here's the difference in the draw curve. You have more of a, your peak weight is held a little bit longer on the performance, and it drops off a little steeper. On the comfort setting, it's a more of a rounded drop off into the valley in the back. All right, so let's go back over to Palo Outdoors. I'm looking at the cam here, and they do have what appears to be little weights in the cam. That's probably all related to performance and balance. Out of the box, it does have a slight bit of cam lean, but from experience tuning BowTechs, that it has about the right amount that you would be putting into it in the tuning process. So the bow is probably tuned fairly close from the factory. I've always liked the little roller guard system of the BowTech. The axle is very wide, with the wider limbs that they have on the Realm, but the limbs do have a more robust look to them than the limbs of the past. And people who've been around a while know that BowTech had some serious issues with limbs in the past. So hopefully with this new style of limb, they'll be able to overcome that issue. All in all, I'm very pleased with the BowTech Realm. That would be a personal opinion. I do encourage you to get out and shoot bows. Even after watching these reviews, maybe watch all of them, pick out your top 3 and make sure you get out and shoot them. Again, today I'm at Palo Outdoors. If you live in Iowa, or if you're traveling through, maybe you're coming out for a hunt or something, make sure you check these guys out. I really appreciate all the hard work they do to help me do these reviews for you. So I will be doing a conclusion video at the end of the whole series to see which one comes out closest to the manufacturer's specs, what was the fastest, quietest, all that kind of stuff. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, share, comment below if you've already shot this bow. Tell us what you think of it, and people will be able to take your opinion into consideration when they go out and shoot bows. Thanks again. God bless.